Alright y'all, so even after I got my frame powder coated and thought I had notched the front part of the frame really good, it still ended up rubbing. So I'm gonna have to do some more frame notching at the front part of it on both sides. I'm gonna show y'all what's going on. So if you can see right there, it's still rubbing. Only when I turn though, like when I try to do it full turn, like it doesn't allow me to turn all the way in. Let me get over here, show y'all better. Like right there, it's rubbing. So where it's marked at is where I'm gonna have to come back to all the way over. Same thing for the other side. It's not as bad over here, but I feel like I was on a heel. I haven't marked it over here, but right there, it's rubbing right there. I feel like if I was on a heel or the car was sitting uneven on a turn, that it would rub. So I'm just gonna take it all the way back, and hopefully that'll fix it. So I'm gonna get set up and cut y'all back on.
What the fuck these niggas talking about? What the fuck these niggas talking about? Might be justice be the only love. Try to hit a lick on me, I put your tongue at your mouth from the field, but I still know some thugs in the south, and I'm paranoid. I keep it
Killer. Killer.
Everybody's thinking, well, when he goes to weld that piece in right there, it's going to melt that. But I already got extra ones. I don't want to take it out because I'm going to have to loosen up all the ones on this side to get this out, because it has a lip down here that it sits into the frame. So if it melted too bad, I have to go through the motions of getting it out of there and replacing it. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, but I'm going to try to clean all this up, get it level or as straight edge as I can, and then get to bending and fabricating the piece that's going to go back in there. I'm hoping I can get it in one fluid piece. I should be able to. I'm going to have to cut this. I believe this is probably to support it, so I'm not going to mess with it too much, but I have to get it out of the way right here. I'll make sure he welds it back. The guy I'm going to have welded, make sure he welds it back to this. It's not really connected. I can get a flathead screwdriver in there, so maybe it's like a reinforcement piece that's sitting in there, keep it from twisting or something. That's what I'm assuming it is. So I'm going to cut that off, and as long as that piece can lean up against this new piece, I think it'll be alright. That's the thing about notching these frames, you got to be careful about what you're doing. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to have to keep doing it. I wanted to leave it alone, but I can't keep tearing up my tires. It's pointless for me to have big wheels if they can't move around right without messing up. So I'm gonna get it where it needs to be. When I start cleaning this up, I'm gonna cut y'all back on. gotta do it. Alright. Once I laugh at my little piece of cardboard, but this is what I'm going to use to get a template for the piece that's going to go back here. And I want to try to make one fluid piece. That way I don't have to do a section from here to here, cut it off, and then from here to there. So I'm hoping I could get this metal bent. I know I can cut it out, but to get it to bend with the wave or the bend that's in the frame is going to be the trick. So hopefully it works. All I'm going to do is put this on here, press on it real good, and it'll leave a indentation on the back of this, and that way I can transfer it to the metal, or cut it out and then transfer it to the metal. I've had a couple of welders come to my house, ask me who did the fabrication on my frame or the floor pans, and I told them I did. I actually had a guy try to hire me to do this part because he doesn't like to do the fab part of it. Like, welding is one thing, but this is a whole nother ball field when you get into this shit. Like, you gotta cut these pieces to fit on, or in my case, in this slot. And that's a job. Like, cutting it, this part right here, like, you just gotta have the mindset and the know-how. I've been around cars all my life, and I've seen shit done. I've never seen this done. I came up with this idea on my own when I was dealing with my the back frame notch. I was like, how the hell am I gonna get this piece cut out exactly like this? So what I'll do is, if y'all can see this line that's already formed in the cardboard, that's the line on the outside. I need to make a line under this right in here. So I'll guess at I can do the measurements, but you gotta think this cut is waving, so I'll never get a complete measurement. So this is the best way to do it. So I'll cut up underneath the outline print on the cardboard, and then from there I'll just keep sanding the top of the metal all the way around until it fits in there. Let's see what you got. Can y'all see it? There's the beginning of it. This here, I'll take a marker and outline it better before I cut it out. Make sure everything's there. Alright, I'll cut y'all back on when I get to the cut. And there's the template. Fit perfect. Alright, so I got it set up. I'm ready to try to get it lined out on this piece of steel, and I'm trying to do as less cutting as possible. I figured this would be the easiest way or to do less cutting and to save a lot more of my metal. Trying to waste my metal. I had a hard time trying to find this. And I'm using this coloring pencil to give me a thinner outline, because I want to cut as close as possible to the template, because you see it was a exact fit.
Daddy.
What?
I do not want to play that game.
Okay, I'll be in a minute. So I could have used a marker, or a Sharpie, but it would have gave me a thicker line than I wanted. Go back over it. Make sure it's on there good. Alrighty. Once I get this all cut out, I could take a grinder and get it, because I'm not gonna get this perfectly cut, like all up in here. I can't see the lines, can y'all? Yeah, line isn't showing that good on this camera, but like all these humps and dips and all that, like I'll be able to get the straight lines, but once I get around here, it's gonna be really wavy. So I'm gonna cut y'all back on when I get ready to get the cutting on it. Right on the money. Had a couple little points here and there, but I can sand that down. This backside will be a lot easier because it's just a wave. It was a hard dip and a hump right there. I'm gonna cut y'all back on when I get it all cut out. Y'all get the point. Alright, so there it is. I'm gonna have to try to, in order for me to get this in there as one piece, I'm gonna have to try to bend it to keep from cutting. I don't want to cut it. I don't want two chopped up pieces on my frame. I want it to look fluid. So I'm gonna try to put 265 pounds on it, give or take. And right there, it actually needs to go up some more. Right around there is where the bend starts. If I can just get it to curve a little bit. It might be good. If this don't work, I'm gonna have to beat on it. And I don't want to do that because that's gonna make me have to do some body work on it. Because I don't want it to look, I want it to look smooth. And it's not giving at all. So let's go up a little higher. Let's see what that does. I ain't doing shit. Let's see. Slow down first. This way, this way. That's what we needed right there, a little gbody. That's it. It's probably not gonna be perfect. I'm gonna probably have to keep working with it, but it lets me know it's possible. Yeah, I think. Alright, I'm gonna set y'all back up when I get it moved over here. I'm gonna have to put it up against the frame and then knock it in there the rest of the way. Alright, see what we got. Close but no cigar, so what I have to do is find me a good position. I'm trying to beat it in there some more. I do not want to have to cut this, but it's looking awfully. Let's see. Get enough force behind it. It's awkward. probably getting further off on the ground. Might have to do that. I'll hit y'all back in a sec. Alright, y'all, it's the next day. I ended up having to go ahead and cut these pieces, or cut the piece that I had, the one solid piece. I just couldn't get it to bend. Mainly, I got the cut like perfect, but I couldn't get it to bend to this corner right here, as you can see right here. So I went here. I didn't want to cut it because I wanted to look like one fluid piece besides the weld line that you'll be able to see right here, and of course on the outside, but I wanted it to look as factory as possible. And right here there's going to be a little hump, there was one already originally here, and I don't like that either. I mean, if I had time and wanted to spend a lot more time, I could, you know, do a lot more fabricating, so it's not a hump right here. So another piece, you know, it's just simple as cutting a piece out. I'm not really that familiar with welding, but I don't know if that can be filled in, or if a piece has to be cut out. I'm gonna actually go ahead and cut a piece out that'll fit perfectly in there before the guy gets here to weld it on Saturday. But yeah, I don't think it looks too bad. I mean, I would like to have had the weld line going straight down, but I couldn't get it. Like, I couldn't get these two pieces to connect straight. I don't know why, don't ask me, but I tried it and it just wasn't working. I had to put that diagonal cut in it. But I think it's gonna look fine once it's all done and painted all back up, cleaned up, and it gets done. There you have it. I'm not gonna do the other side because it's pointless. Like, it's just literally doing the same shit, just on a different side. So I'm gonna just show y'all this part of it. If you want to learn how to do it yourself, then showed as much as I could on how I did it personally, and it works out fine. I'm doing it safe. I'm not a professional. Like I said, I've been around auto body mechanics all my life, so I can weld. I don't think I wouldn't say I'm a professional welder or anything, but I could weld. I just don't like to. I prefer not to. I don't know, it's something about heat and putting that dark shit on. You only get to see the light of the line and all that. I don't want to be bothered with that. So I'm a good fabricator though. I mean, I'll cut some shit up. Like, I've done all my own, well, on this build right here, I've done all my fabricating, my frame notching. I bought the frame notch kit from, hell, I forgot where I bought it at, but it was a gbody frame notch kit. I used some of the metal that came, because you can only buy, as far as I know, you can only buy the gbody frame notch kit for the rear. But I used some of the metal that was in the back on the front, and it all worked out. And I wish I would have figured all this out, but like I said, this was a guess job. When I originally took the car, took the suspension off of it, and literally guessed where I was gonna have to frame notch everything. And the 28s wasn't on there completely. I literally just set it up against the hub and then kind of turned it and then just guessed. And I was trying to keep it to where it wasn't too close to that bushing right there. And like I said, I know that's gonna melt when he adds that heat to it. I'm gonna see if he can just spot weld it in a few places, like slowly, to try to save that bushing. I don't want to have to pull that out because I'm gonna have to drop it. I already got it set up to where the body can be lifted, but I'm gonna have to go all the way down. I think there's one like midways, like in this area right here, that I can take out. Then hopefully I can lift this body up. I can let the jack down, and that lift this body off of the frame just a little bit, just to pull this out. It's got a little a tab or the part of the bushing that sits down into the frame that won't allow it to just slide out. So you have to get it up out of that frame and that hole to be able to set it back in there. So I tried to get it out of there like as it sits. You can twist it and turn it, but it won't come out of there unless this body's lifted up off the frame. So like I said, I have extra ones. I bought the wrong one, but all I have to do is replace this. I got all this. Wait a minute. I got the bottom pieces, but I've already checked the other pieces that I have. Oops. The other piece that I have fits on it just like that. Same piece. It was just bought for, I actually accidentally bought 2 sets is what happened. Because I was trying to get my radiator core support bushing and that one right there. I was trying to get that one, and I ended up buying 2 sets anyway. I ended up with some extras, so if he does burn it up, I ain't tripping. I just don't want to have to do the work on it to get it up out of there and put a new one in there. All right, y'all, we back. I got the welder on his way. I found this stuff right here. It's gonna help with that bushing. So it's supposed to protect it. So I'm gonna cut y'all back on when I get set up. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's going on pretty easy. I don't know if it's supposed to, if it's gonna dry up. But I found this. Went to a welder supply store where they sell everything that you need for welding, and talked to a guy there. He said this should do it. Just put it all over the bushing where the most heat is gonna be at. He said it cleans off pretty good. So I'm not gonna worry about the enclosed part because nobody's ever gonna see it. So it'll just be there forever. But if I ain't gotta replace this bushing, then, because I don't want to get into having to lift this body off a little bit. It only needs to come up like 3 or 4 inches to pull that bushing out of there. But still, who wants to go through all that? If there's a way around it, why not? So here's my method for now. Hopefully it works. And I ain't gotta mess with that. It's pretty covered. I hope that doesn't get in the way of welding. I don't know how strong this shit is. I'm gonna try to clean it up off that edge right there so you can get a good contact. Hoping I'm not getting in his way of what he does, but you know, some people don't take the time out to care about stuff. They just care about the job, and I get it, but you know, it's obvious that there's a polyurethane bushing right there and it could melt or burn up. So I'm just trying to prevent it. Save me some money, save me some time. All right. Once he get back here, once he get here, I'll cut y'all back on, let y'all see him do a little work. Yeah, you gonna be able to fill that up? Let's do it.
Killer.
Alright, y'all. Y'all see it. I'll cut y'all back on when he gets done with everything.
Little bitch, wanna take a picture with me, make sure you cheese with it. Cheese. I don't wanna fuck it on your knees and let keys hit it. Keys. Charlie's for the alley, told him make sure cheese with it. Cheese on phone jumping like DJ Lil Jerry spinning. He got shitted on, I did it. The bitch he loving on, got skeeted on, told him leave it alone, we killers. Let me out my cell, I ain't seen a pillar since. I can leave a whole million in the street, they ain't gon' touch a cent. This Bucky bitch. Fuck, I thought it was. Fuck, shit getting easy. Let me see. Nice. Look at all this shit. They on my. Fuck. Get money. Yeah. Climax. Facts. You little niggas rest, that's real for real. I left, get back, and y'all still ain't got a stack. That's sad for real. They mad for real. They damn bad for real. They ain't gonna do shit, they'll get zipped and bagged for real. Tag for real. Got a bag for real. I'm in my bag for real. And them got ass for real. I had the ass, that ass real. Knowing she gon' lie about it. Knowing I don't crib about it. Fuck you, get to nobody.
Hey, if you like this video and want to see more classic car content, then don't forget to like, comment, and